Why did one of the most expensive yachts on the planet suddenly change its name? What made the owner hide it behind a new mask? This is a story about how luxury fades into the shadows. A Plus, formerly known as TOPAZ, is not just a megayacht. It is a symbol of an era that does not want to be known. We will reveal what lies behind these silent hulls. The yacht TOPAZ, now known as A+, was launched at the legendary German shipyard Lürssen, whose name has long been synonymous with engineering excellence and ultra-luxury. The project started in an atmosphere of strict confidentiality. No leaks, no media noise, everything was behind closed doors. This was an order not for publicity, but for history. In 2012 the yacht was launched, and it immediately entered the elite of the maritime world as one of the largest private yachts on the planet. Its length is 147 meters, the displacement is nearly 12,000 tons. This is not just a vessel, it is a moving ocean monument. The exterior was designed by Tim Haywood, a designer who knows how to speak through form. His style is in powerful yet elegant lines. The interior was created by Terence Disdale, a recognized master of subtle luxury. His works do not shout about wealth, they speak of taste, confidence, and details. From the moment it was launched, TOPAZ immediately caught the attention of the world's media as one of the most mysterious yachts on the planet. According to unofficial information, the owner of the superyacht was believed to be Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Vice Prime Minister of the UAE, one of the key figures in the Middle Eastern elite, and the owner of the Manchester City Football Club. TOPAZ was not a yacht for social chronicles. It did not appear at charity balls. It was not seen at the Cannes Film Festival parties. But this is precisely what created an aura of mystery. It was spotted off the coast of Monaco, in the waters of Sardinia, in the bays of Abu Dhabi, sometimes alongside other Lürssen yachts as if surrounded by its sisters from the shipyard. Only the most trusted guests were allowed on board. No photos or rumors leaked about life inside the yacht. TOPAZ became a symbol of closed elitism and silent power, without official statements, without confirmations, just speculation. And then, suddenly, in 2021, the yacht seemed to dissolve. The name TOPAZ disappeared from the radar. A new inscription appeared in the ship registry, A+. The world understood. A new chapter in the history of this maritime legend had begun. TOPAZ has disappeared. Without an official announcement, without loud headlines in the press, the ice signal of the yacht, tracked by thousands of enthusiasts around the world, suddenly began to appear under a new name, A+. Silence, no explanations from the shipyard, no comments from the owners. Many experts are convinced this is not just a whim. The name and flag change occurred against the backdrop of increasing international sanctions, when major assets, especially those afloat, began to come under close scrutiny. Luxury became a vulnerability, and the yacht TOPAZ seemed to try to erase its past, to be reborn, to get lost in the endless waters as if anew. Now it is a new flag, possibly an offshore jurisdiction, but the essence remains the same. A giant of steel and aluminum cutting through the waves. Who is the new owner? There is no answer. The contracts are classified. On board, absolute anonymity. All that remains are technical data, crew lists, and rare photos taken from above from drones or helicopters. A+ exists, but like a ghost. No more public moorings, no more parties in Monaco. Only the shadow of former power, and a new code in the tracking system. A+ is not just a superyacht. It is a floating fortress, a true autonomous base at sea. Its length is 147 meters, comparable to a football field. The heart of this machine is 4 MTU engines, with a total power of 48,000 horsepower. It can reach speeds of up to 22 knots, while maintaining a smooth ride, like a limousine on the highway. But the main thing is not speed. The main thing is comfort and independence. Inside there is an infinity pool, a spa area with a jacuzzi, a modern gym, and a cinema designed as a private premiere hall. On the upper deck there are 2 helicopter hangars. These are not just landing pads, they are full shelters from storms and prying eyes. The crew consists of up to 62 people, a chef, engineers, pilots and security. Everything works like clockwork. For guests, up to 26 people in cabins that rival the best homes in the world. Each is individually designed with precious materials and an ocean view. A+ can cross the Atlantic without refueling, without mooring, without noise. This yacht is like a fortress that disappears like a mirage. It appears suddenly, and just as suddenly disappears, leaving only a smooth line on the water. The interiors of A+ are a mystery hidden behind millions of dollars. There are almost no photographs, only rare leaks, blurry shots from private accounts, murky reflections in portholes, unofficial renders from designers. But even this is enough to understand. Inside there is no kitsch, no extravagant gilding. But a cold confidence of style, marble panels, warm wood, light shadow architecture, laconism refined to luxury. High ceilings provide space and huge windows blur the boundary between the ocean and the interior. Between the decks, there is an elevator with mirrored walls. On board, there are massage rooms with floor lighting and a special lighting control room that looks like a mini bridge of a spaceship. Every meter here is like a design manifesto. A+ does not shout about money, it whispers it, but it can be heard in every reflection. A+ is not just luxury, it is a high-tech fortress. On board there are state-of-the-art stabilizers that ensure perfect smoothness even in a strong storm. Satellite communication allows for being online anywhere in the world. Special attention is given to security. Around the perimeter, there is a multi-level surveillance system, thermal imaging, night vision cameras, and motion sensors. An automatic radar tracks objects within a radius of 10 nautical miles. Inside there are biometric locks, protection via fingerprints and retinal scans. Access control is like that of a military base. The crew cannot freely move between zones. Rumor has it that there are armored compartments on board, a sort of panic rooms designed for protection against attacks. In case of an emergency evacuation, a water shuttle is launched, a closed capsule that departs from the yacht unnoticed even at high speed. This is not just a yacht, it is an autonomous and protected object against the outside world. The name change to A+ is not just a designer's whim or a billionaire's caprice. It is a necessity, a survival tactic in a new reality, when luxury is intertwined with influence and the owners are entangled in high-profile cases, investigations, and international sanctions. A yacht becomes a vulnerability. A name can shed the past. A new title is like a new identity. TOPAZ has vanished. Only A+ remains, without explanations, without interviews. But the hull is the same. The lines, dimensions, helicopter pads, window placements, everything reveals its past. Anyone who has seen TOPAZ even once will easily recognize it. Even under a different flag and name, sometimes to stay afloat one must disappear from the map. Today, A+ no longer flashes across the Instagram feeds of billionaires. Since 2022, the yacht has seemingly vanished. Its last recorded location was the Indian Ocean near the Maldives. Since then, silence. No updates on trackers, no ice signal. This can only mean one thing. The vessel has turned off all tracking systems. Why? Officially, to maintain privacy. Unofficially, to avoid seizure. After the sanctions against the owner began, the yacht could have been confiscated. But the disappearance is not a coincidence. It was a clever move, to hide a symbol of luxury until better times. Now, A+ is referred to as the ghost yacht. It is spoken of in whispers. Some claim it has been repainted and is docked in a port in Oman. Others say it is waiting in neutral waters. But the fact remains, TOPAZ has gone underwater, in a metaphorical sense, and it may resurface when no one is expecting it. When TOPAZ became A+, the name disappeared, but only the letters vanish. The story remains. This is more than just a yacht. It is a trace of a life that hides, of luxury that retreats into the shadows, of capital that has learned to be silent, and even if it is not in the registries, its silhouette still glides across the waves, nameless yet recognizable. Without a shout but with an echo, A+ does not announce itself. It disappears, and in this lies the essence.